Hi, Boston Bruce here. Turn 2.3 Japan. Uh, Let me get started right away here. For me, it's a busy day. My son's getting married, so I'm going to post this video this morning before all the festivities. And we're going to get with our purchases first. Actually, tech rolls are first. We're going to go for wartime economy and improved construction. So we need a 7 on boat. And we got an 11 on improved construction. So that we're going to move up right away. And that's Japan's first tech advance, which is a good one for them. All right, purchases. Japan has $19, and they're going to spend it all. They're going to buy 2 infantry for 6. They're going to upgrade a militia for 2, 2 Marines for 8, and a cavalry for 3. The militia upgrade is in Rihi. And the cavalry actually is going in Rihi in case I mess something up. But that's where I wanted to go for now. All right. Combat moves. A lot of combat. Japan just needs more raw materials, and they don't like these Chinese people all of a sudden. So, here we go. First combat move. We're going to take this torpedo boat destroyer outside of Japan and Sea Zone 56. He's going to come down actually only 2 spaces. 1, 2. He's going to attack that torpedo boat destroyer. This coastal sub is actually going to remain there. It's also going to attack that torpedo boat destroyer. As is this light cruiser that's coming up 2 spaces. 1, 2. I'll leave it there for now because I'll knock everything over. All right, that's one combat move. Next combat move. The transport in Formosa, Sea Zone 89, is going to pick up those 2 infantry, and they're going to drop one of them off over here in Hunan and take that. The other combat move, it's going to go up 1 more space with the remaining infantry on the transport and take Shantung for the Japanese. Now which Nanking is surrounded. Next combat move. You gotta look at my sheet here before I mess up. Okay. Next combat move. This transport here is going to go 1, pick up 2 Marines, and drop them off, attack Nanking. Along with, let me double check here. This fighter from Formosa is going to go 1, 2, 3. It's also going to attack Nanking. We're going to grab 1 infantry from Rihi. So I've used both these transports. We're going to use one of these transports is going to come over into this sea zone. Came from over here. I have 2 more up here. And we're going to grab another infantry from Rihi. Actually, what I'll do is I'll just take the infantry itself, put it over here, take this chip, put it under that infantry. Let's see. 1 fighter, 1 tech. I'm going to also take this tack bomber, which is on this carrier, and he is also going to attack. This one came from the carrier. He's also going to attack Nanking, along with bombards from 2 battleships over here. And this battle cruiser is going to move up here, also engage in the bombard of Nanking, which, as I said, is surrounded now. Up in Hope, we're going to take a motorized infantry from Korea and 2 infantry from Rihe. So that one transport that took one guy from Rihe to go to Nanking is going to take the motorized, drop him off in Hope. Another transport's going to come down, pick up 2 infantry from Rihe to attack over here into Hope, along with 1 fighter from the carrier is also going to go into Hope. Now, up in Schwezwan, up here, we're going to bring 1 cavalry, 3 infantry, 1 motorized, 2 fighters from over here, 1, 2 from Korea. There's another one here, 1, 2, and 2 tactical bombers. So those are our combat moves. We are not invading Peking this turn. We are just surrounding it. All right, so first battle I'm going to do is I'm going to do this little one, this torpedo boat destroyer here, going against my torpedo boat destroyer, my coastal sub, and my light cruiser. So I didn't put that on the board. I'll just roll them one at a time. The coastal sub has target selection 1, hits at 2. That's a 10. My light cruiser hits at a 5. That's a miss, another 10. And my torpedo boat destroyer hits at a 2, I believe. Where is it? How can I not see it? Destroyer's a 4. Yeah, torpedo boat destroyer 2. I'm looking at 3. All right, we need a 2. And we missed an 11. The rebuttal for a torpedo boat destroyer is also at a 2. So here we go. Of course, they hit. We'll lose our coastal sub. I'm going to take that right off the board right up here now before I forget. That wasn't the plan. I expected to hit the first round. Next, I'm going to roll for my torpedo boat destroyer at 2. And I got a hit. Their torpedo boat destroyer again at a 2. And they got a miss. So, I won that little battle first. I'm going to take them pieces off the board. Get rid of his torpedo boat destroyer. And actually, I'm going to put all that on a card right now so I don't forget. Everybody that's in that zone, that's already moved. That's already moved. Okay. Next battle. I've already done the 2 here for Hunan and Shantung. I'm going to do Peking. And like I said, I have a bombard of 2 battleships I'm going to put them on the board over here, so I know I used them. And a battle cruiser that I moved up. So that's 2 at 4 for the bombard, and 1 at 3. So the white dice will be at a 3 and the red's at 4. And I got 1 hit on the battleship. So they're going to lose 1 unit. That leaves Nanking with 3 units that can Nanking that can fight in the battle. So they have 3 infantry left. All right, I have 2 Marines. I'm going to put them on the board, even though I get another battle line set up already there. I've got 2 Marines at 2. 1 infantry at 2. I got a attack bomber and a fighter. Hopefully we do some damage here. That's for another battle. That's for another battle after that I already put there. So here we go. I have 3 Marines at 2. Let me double check. Yeah, there's no terrain there in Nanking, so there's no deductions. Grab some dice. So I have 3 infantry at 2. 2 Marines and an infantry. And I got 1 hit, 2 hits. No, that's a 3. So I got 1 hit. So I'll put this red dice over here. So I got 1 hit. I have a fighter at 6 and attack bomber at 7. So here's the fighter, and that's a hit. Tactical bomber is a miss. So I got 2 hits, which will leave them with 1 infantry after this. So they got 3 at infantry are at 4. Actually, no, they're not at 4 because it's surrounded and blockaded. Let me double check. Yeah, it's -1. So they're at 3. And they got 2 hits. So I will lose 2 Marines. Otherwise, I got to take double casualties. Yep. That wasn't good. That was not good. So that only leaves you 1 unit, infantry unit. Hopefully they don't get a hit. I will not take Nanking this turn. Not good. All right, so I got 1 infantry at 2. Miss. Fighter at 6. Miss. Attack bomber at 7. Woo! Their infantry rebuttal is a miss. Thank God. Thought I lost that battle. All right, so we're going to take Nanking for the Imperial Japanese. I'm going to leave these planes over here for now. Alrighty, next battle. I'm going to do the one I have set up on the board up here. 1 cavalry, 3 infantry, 2 fighters, 2 attack bombers, and a motorized, which is the battle I had already set up on the board here, because I figured it'd be easier. They have 2 infantry, 2 militia, and a cavalry. So, let's see here. 2 infantry, a cavalry, 2 militia. So 5 units. They are in mountain terrain. So my infantry class units and vehicle class units are all -1, attacking into the mountains. So the infantry and the motorized drop to 1. The cavalry drops to 2. It does not affect the planes. The planes stay where they are. So there's no first strikes for anybody. I'm going to roll 4 at 1. And no hits. I'm going to roll 1 cavalry at 2. Ooh, there's a hit. And I got 2 fighters at 6. 2 more hits, so that's 3 hits. And 2 tack bombers. And those are both target select. So that was 2, 4, 5 hits. They only have 5 units, so the target select will not come into play. I won't need it. They got 2 militia at 2. Boy, these white dice are rolling some low numbers. That's 1 hit on mine. So I'm going to take a regular infantry for that hit. They got 1 cavalry at 1 cavalry at 2. That's a miss. And 2 infantry at 4. And those are both misses. So they only got 1 hit. So the Japanese will take this territory here in Suyan. Will become Japanese. They will move all these troops in here, minus that 1 infantry I lost. I'm going to put that over there on the side. So inside there should be a cavalry, a motorized, and 2 infantry. And I'll fly back the fighters after on the non-combat phase. Next battle, this little battle in Hope. I actually probably should have sent more troops at Nanking instead of over here. I have 3 bombards with heavy cruisers. Hopefully we can take out that militia right now. The heavy cruisers bombardment shot is at 2. Now let's see what we get. 3 7s. Not what we wanted. All right. We have, for units, I'll double check this. 1, 2, all right, yeah. 3 infantry class units. Motorized, and 2 regular infantry. There is no terrain in Hopi. This is an amphibious assault also. So double casualties. And I brought 1 fighter, I believe. Just going to double check. Yeah, 1 fighter to Hope. Expect the Japanese Air Force to do something here. And grab this militia over here in Hope. Put them on the board. All right, so I have 3 infantry at 2. Like I said, no terrain. And we got a 4, 5, 9, no hits. Let's do our fighter at 6. And it's a miss. The militia at 2 is a miss. 3 infantry again. Miss. Maybe I'm glad I brought this many units here. Fighter hits. Okay, great. Militia miss. All right, so we took that territory. Put without any casualties for a change, which is good. We're peaceful. We got nothing against the CCP. They kind of have a kind of philosophy similar to ours, taking over places. Not friendly like these KMT people. So, that is all my combat and all my combat moves. So, non-combat. All right. Hopefully I remember this. Nothing I think is out of range. The only one is the Formosa unit. The fighter from Formosa, I should have used my markers, went 1, 2, 3, He's going to land on this carrier, which comes down. The tactical bomber was already on the carrier, so 1, 2. He's going to land back on the carrier. All the other planes are going to land in reheat. Oh, I got this factory over here. It's actually in reheat. Let's see. So I have two tactical bombers and 2 fighters in reheat, a militia. Suiyan has 2 infantry, a cavalry, and a motorized. Hope has 3 infantry and a motorized. Shangtung, 1 infantry. Hunan, 1 infantry. Nanking, 1 infantry, luckily. The C zone over here, which is, I'm going to move everything that is in that zone onto my card, or my fleet marker card, task force card. 3 heavy cruisers, 1 light cruiser. Actually, that makes 2 light cruisers. 1, 2, 3 transports. Fleet carrier, I'm actually going to leave there for now. This other transport is also in that zone. All right, non-combat. These 2 destroyers are moving up there. This infantry is going to rail down into reheat. That's my 1 rail move. Non-combat. This sub that's near Borneo here. I don't want to put that sub. I should have looked at that before, but I'm actually just going to move 1 of them over here, over to there. And that's it. So in C zone 122, I have 2 subs. 123, I have 1 sub. Up by Japan, there's 3 destroyers in this C zone and a transport. My 2 carriers are both in C zone 54, along with basically my entire fleet is there, less the submarines and the destroyer and transport there. So I'm going to collect income now. I'm going to have to move my territories up for all these places. I'm going to get some rondels. And count up some income. Place some units. Oh, shit. All right. So we check. Hunan, which is worth 2. Nanking, I should get a tripod. I'll use my tripod for all this too. This is a lot of work. That's another 2. Nanking, which is 2. So I'm going to go move the board up 6 for those 3 territories. So we're at 16. That brings us to 22. We took Hope and Suiyan. I don't know if Suiyan, they both were at 1. So that's 2 more. Hey, we just passed the Germans. 24. All right, so I believe that is it as far as changing the rondelles. We didn't take Peking, but it's not looking like it's in very good shape next turn. So we are. I'm gonna get these units off the board here. Place units. Cavalry is going in reheat up here. Upgraded militia is over here, so I'll take this militia marker out. I'll go over what's in reheat just in a second. And 2 Marines going Kyushu along with a regular infantry. So that is it. In reheat, just to go over it, we have 2 infantry, a cavalry, 2 tack bombers, 2 fighters. Kyushu, 2 Marines, 1 infantry. Nanking, an infantry. Hunan, Shantung. Kind of thinned out myself. I didn't expect to lose that many land units in Nanking, but hey, that's the way it goes. I'm going to collect income. I'm at 24, but I got some bonuses here. All right. I go down 1 on the U.S. oil trade, so I only get 2 there. That puts me at $26. 27 for Shantung, 28 for Hunan. And I didn't get Peking. I didn't take Guangdong. I didn't take Hong Kong. None of these yet. So I get $4 in bonuses and 24 income. So $28 for the Japanese. That is the end of turn 2.3 for the Japanese. I'm sure I was all over the place a little bit. Might even made a mistake or two. Hopefully not, but I'm going to turn it over to global war enthusiasts with the British Commonwealth and the Free French. Boston Bruce signing out.